Hi Bethany families, it's Miss Lori. If you're running out of things to do with your children, I have a few ideas, and I have them all right here on the table. First one is for help with fine motor skills. You can take, if you don't have sand at home, take a cookie sheet, put sand in it. If you don't have sand at home, I use Epsom salts just to show you, just to do the demonstration of what you can do with it. So you can tell them to make shapes. Maybe a letter, like the first letter of their name. C, mine is L. You can draw trees, maybe. How about flowers? If you don't have Epsom salts, which I'm not sure if that's really the best thing, but you can use sand or you can use shaving cream. Also use regular salt. Just put it down in a cookie sheet or a tray. That way it's all contained and it's not too messy. And they can make handprints besides letters. It's really, really cool because not everybody has sand. All right, next project. This is called Plastic Animal. I made a plastic fish, and it's all pretty cool. It's everything you probably have at home. I got a plastic bag. I took different colors of tissue paper, and this is also good for your child. This is fine motor skills too. They will tear the tissue paper. See how it's even challenging for adults. You stuff it into the plastic. You gotta think about that you're making a fish. So I use different colors. Okay, so when you're all finished, you're gonna push this side in a little bit. Kind of shape it. And if the tissue paper runs outside the plastic, that's great. You tie it with a twisty like from a loaf of bread. And then you can have the tissue hanging out like this is. And it was really, really, really long, so what I did is I trimmed it. And then I put a smile on it and an eyeball. I happen to have these hot eyes at home, but you can also just use your marker and just draw an eye, and then you have a fish. Okay, and see how cute that is? Next thing, for fine motor skills, you guys remember the noodles that we have at school? Well, this is a noodle, and what we've done is we cut them into, let's see, is about 2 inches. Use a serrated knife, and you may want to do this outside because this, all the little pieces go everywhere. You cut. This is for the parent to do or the adult. Okay. Anyway. These are our little noodles, and they pop. They're poppers. This is good for fine motor skills. Oh, wait. There you go. And right at you. Ah! Anyway, everybody probably has a noodle. If not, and you don't mind going to the store, you've probably seen it at Target or Walmart. Next project is we're using a lot of paper towels, so you have a lot of the empty paper roll. You can shape the end, dip it in paint, and make different kind of shapes. So this one I shaped into a heart, and the kids will love this. If you have paint at home, it'd be awesome. You can also flare the ends, dip it in paint. This is just one example. Flare it, dip it in the paint, and makes another kind of design. You can do whatever. And it's something for the kids to do. Another art project is you can use paints or stamp an ink pad, and you take their thumbs and you can make little animals. So, one thing is when you use paint, you can, let's get the right color. This is a little tip if y'all haven't heard this before. When you put the paint down, put a tiny bit of soap into it, and then you mix it. Oh, I don't have a mixer. You mix it, and what it helps get the paint off your hand when you wash. Say that you get paint all over you. It'll come out easier if you put a little bit of soap. Anyway, back to the picture. The little animals, so you get thumbprints. Your son or daughter can do thumbprints. Use different colors. Let it dry, and then you can make fish. Use a cat, a pig, all kinds of different animals. Okay, next project is we use paint, and this is an easy way to be creative without a lot of mess. So take a Ziploc bag, and I put a picture of a butterfly in it, and I will squeeze paint just a little bit, whatever colors you have. This is also good for sensory. Okay, and one other color. Okay, and you close it. And what your son or daughter will do is you move around the paint in the plastic bag. So they kind of feel it. It's kind of interesting. And they can mix the colors, spread the colors around. You can go a little bit outside the line because it won't really matter. Because when it dries, you cut the item out. You cut the drawing out. So I'm pushing it around. It's kind of neat. You can put a little bit more paint. And I would open this up, maybe set it somewhere where it can dry. And then when it dries, the way to open it is to probably rip the sides open. Well, I need scissors. You rip it open, and then you can take out the paper, and then you can cut out whatever picture that is. I thought an Easter egg would be pretty cute, and then I also have a cupcake that you can use. Another idea is bubble wrap. You probably have a lot of bubble wrap. Probably the bigger the better. It makes a design. You have to get paint. You could probably use watercolors. And what I did first is I cut out a design. Here is a bunny rabbit. And then I put paint on the bubble wrap, and the bunny, and I put it down on the paper. And then you lift it off, and then you get a little design. And you can, when it dries, you can put the eyes and the ears, and then you have a little bunny. Let's see. I think that's it.